Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is January 16th, 2019, and today is Wednesday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day, 11:15 South African time out of England, we have Bank of England Governor Carney speaking. Now, this is obviously on the back of yesterday's Brexit vote. What a surprise. What volatility. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. And then again, in the news, the Great Britain pound with yearly CPI numbers. Now, taking a wrap up on yesterday's market event, GBP very volatile. Euro pairs its gains. We're looking at the indices. The Dow Jones stable at 24,000. Didn't sell off so much as anticipated with the Brexit vote, and then commodities. Oil needs to see follow through. Didn't really sell off yesterday, but gold is lower, which shows some rotation in the markets there. And lastly, looking at Bitcoin finally pairs its gains after that gap up, filling in the gap rather, after we had the gap down move. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So just give you a perspective of what's been going on with the GBP yesterday. This was that move. Okay, that was a massive move yesterday. We hit almost 29.50-ish, 29.25-ish level on the upper range, and the lower range 26.92. That's over a 300 pip, close to a 300 pip move yesterday, all together with this massive sell-off and then correctional move on the upside. Now, there's a lot of speculation as to what's going to happen to the markets with Brexit once it actually formulates or doesn't formulate exactly. So with that said, we're right now trading at 128.40-ish level and looking like it's stable. Okay, I don't think that we're going to sell off quite sharply just yet. We are at resistance level in any case. Okay, so if we do sell off a little bit, that's normal here at this rate, since we've had this, we can call it a rally, okay, a miniature rally from 24.64-ish level to 28.40-ish level. So that still has to be shown that it's, pairing above this 129.50-ish level, 129.40-ish level, for it to really be something, to consider a further trending upwards. Now, looking at the euro, we finally sold off, and this is really a hard sell, okay? This is really a very hard trade, but nevertheless, it did show up as a head and shoulder formation. Look at that. That's one resistance, that's second resistance right there, and there's your head and shoulders. And that's usually a bearish move when it's, set up this way. And with that said, we're trading at 114 right now. 114 is a pivotal place. It's between our upper limit of 114.80-ish level and 113.29-ish level. And sure enough, we've seen this area quite sometimes before. We had the trade of the day last week on this. So with that said, we could still see it, hit this 113.30-ish level if that continues to go. So just keep an eye on that later today. Now, jumping into oil. Okay, now this was the upside down head and shoulders that we have set up. Okay, that was your head. Okay, that was your first shoulder, and this was your second blade shoulder. Now, the anticipatory move is that it's going to go upwards. Okay, we have yet to see that. Let's see if we do get that later today as things cook up in the markets and the rotation continues. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, and this is why, we've been mentioning before that the oil and Dow Jones have been trading together, and it didn't really pair anything yesterday. It didn't really sell anything, continue pushing up higher. It's trading above 24,000 just mildly, but does need to break out today to show us that it is getting stronger. And I do expect us to get that. If we don't get that, then we'll see much further losses or sell-off in the Dow Jones. So keep that in mind as that actually trades later today. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, and this is what I was mentioning earlier this week, is that, we had this massive gap down right there. We filled in the gap, okay, at some point, and then, had resistance at this 36-ish level. Okay, we had resistance there before, and sure enough, we're almost back down to our 3,400 level. Okay, so this is really showing it to you that it's very, very weak. Okay, with that said, if we do break down further up below this 3,400-ish level, we can continue seeing it sell off. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.